Today we are covering Teen Wolf from 1985.
Give me a keg of beer.
And when Scott says he's been going through some changes, he was the coach response.
I'm sorry I didn't notice, but I haven't been hanging around the locker room all that much.
He looks fly as I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of balls deep,
the reason why this movie was actually made.
You are an animal.
Which means they got 30 minutes and a cold water hose to get them separated.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music. An explanation is probably long overdue.
An explanation? Jesus Christ, Dad, an explanation? Look at me. Look at you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Econ. Let's Rewind, the Nostalgia Podcast. No one asked for it today. We are covering Teen Wolf from 1985.
These waves are mine.
We'll all be planning out a route.
Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you don't, I apologize to the, what are we up to, like 50 or 60 that Shadwick's had to track down. We warned you, so just know that he's a-coming.
I'm a human, and I'm coming.
So,
He's blowing.
I have to specify Teen Wolf 1985 because apparently there was a show that I completely missed in the 2010s that was basically, to me it looked like, and I had to check with one of my younger friends, was this just like Twilight as a Teen Wolf kind of thing?
Sure.
And
It looks like it, man. I never watched it, like
I didn't
most
watch
of
it
us.
either. So I'm just going to go ahead and go. I looked at the cover of the artwork on IMDb, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely just Twilight without any research whatsoever. So anyway, the 1985 Teen Wolf. Where do you guys first remember seeing this? This is gonna be a USA TNT TBS situation for
classic.
me. Yeah, Leaf. What about you,
Dude? So as I've mentioned before, I had an older sister. Dude, this was a VHS classic for us.
Oh shit, nice.
We owned this one, and I mean, my sister made us rewind the keg of beer part about 37 times a day or a week. And dude, yeah. So man, dude, I love this film. Like, I had a good time, man, watching it again too. So it's gonna be fun.
Man, I'm trying to remember if I saw the cartoon before the actual movie.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yes,
because the cartoon was different. Like,
yeah,
it was more. It was just, I think he and his dad and Styles and Booth knew.
Yeah, but he had a whole family that was werewolf.
Yeah.
So he had like a little sister and grandparents and all that stuff.
His mom didn't have her head shot off with a shotgun.
No, it was a retcon.
They actually showed it in the cartoon.
It was great. Gibbs, what about you, man?
Yeah, I watched it while I was skull. No, I definitely watched this. Like, I mean, I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and
how do you get past the smell of the chicken coop?
All right,
I ain't got no sense of smell. But yeah, whenever I was a kid, my family was all about Michael J. Fox. We watched Family Ties, and we watched Back to the Future, and so we were all about it, and
Family Ties.
And I thought that this was one of the greatest movies ever made. I was pretty fucking stupid as a kid.
Family Ties is a pretty good rewatch. Honestly,
yeah, I mean, that's something that we'll definitely cover on the podcast, but Leaf having to go back and edit Gibbs' latest comment will lead him to
please.
Which comment?
Gibbs is like, where did I start? All right, man, today Southern Tier Smooth Rider Session IPA. I got like a whole mess of these from like a variety pack. Pretty solid beers. Racking in at the 4.8% alcohol, so I won't get stupid this episode. Leaf, what about you?
Dude, I should have gone with a keg of beer, but I'm a grown adult now. So in this house, we drink a little Elijah Craig.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
some good
small
stuff.
batch, dude. I got it
Sponsor
on
our podcast, Elijah Craig.
Please, dude. Delicious, smooth, on the rocks, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go, man. Chatty, what do you got?
I'm trying to be a little healthier these days, so I am just going to have a nice chilled glass of coconut water.
Okay. It turns out that it is not water, coconut water.
It is. It's Parrot Bay coconut.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
With a whopping 35 to 40% alcohol. Gibbs, what about you?
I've got a strawberry limeade can of bliss.
Strawberry beer.
It is very, very delicious.
Okay.
It's okay.
I wish it were winter. We could make it into ice blocks and skate on it, and then melt it in the springtime and drink it.
I'm just going to come straight out and say it, guys. 1985, Teen Wolf. This didn't hold up for me.
Sergeant, burn the fields, and when you're done with that, burn the house.
At all.
What? Dude.
And here's why. And this is just hear me out. It wasn't like one that I watched a lot as a kid, and I'm watching it really with like eyes for the first time 40 years later. It is just the basketball scenes, for the love of God, man. But anyway,
this movie has like what I consider the greatest sin of all time. Like, you can find this one in the Bible, man. You do not tuck your t-shirt into your fucking jeans.
You want to find Gibbs' biggest pet peeve? You could do any world. Yeah, take his eyes, not the shirt.
There's a trail of bodies to prove it.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
that's actually hilarious because that's my first memory of Gibbs. Is he came down from
he had his t-shirt tucked into his pants.
Fuck
no, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? He would sooner die.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Leaf, on the rewatch, what about you?
On the rewatch, man, like I enjoyed it. Like I laughed a lot. Yeah, it obviously is not for our demographic, and I sort of watched it with new eyes because I did realize why it was so popular. Like watching it again, it's really is like sort of a tale, like a coming of age tale, just ignoring all of the silly, ridiculous stuff.
Well, I will say this. What did not help this is that we just covered Back to the Future not too long ago. So like, you can't. These two don't compare.
And that's what really made this movie popular, because this film was actually shot before Back to the Future.
Yep.
While he was shooting it, he was Michael J. Fox was actually kind of pissed. He's like, I'm shooting this fucking dumbass movie, and right down the street they're filming Back to the Future, which they had Eric Stoltz at the time. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he didn't realize that they actually wanted him, and was it CBS Studios?
Yeah, CBS wouldn't let him go. But why did they let him go for the maybe this was being filmed. I don't know, because if it was filmed during the same time.
This was filmed whenever Meredith Baxter Birney was getting.
Oh, she was
pregnant.
Okay.
And so there was like a 6-week hiatus from the show, and so that's why this production was rushed, is they had to get it in and get it out real quick.
One of the little Birney.
The catalyst for this movie being made or even thought of was Valley Girl, because it had been done for like $350,000 and raked in a ton of money. And so they wanted, they hired 2 writers to come in, and the goal was, write us a movie that we can make for $1 million, and we want it to be like a high school based kind of a comedy, whatever. Gibbs, you know who the writers were?
I know one of them, Jeph Loeb.
Yeah, I know. Fuck the other guy. I don't know who that was.
I looked at his credits, and that dude wrote like 3 crappy sitcoms or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was not impressive. But Jeph Loeb is he wrote what I consider one of the best comic books of all time, in The Long Halloween.
Yeah.
And another one of my favorites was Hush.
Did he also write Commando?
Yes, he wrote Commando right after this, I think. And
classic.
Yeah, he also helped develop Lost, Heroes.
Oh, wow. So he's
a shit ton of other things. He's in charge of Marvel Television, or at least he used to be in charge of Marvel Television.
But back to this movie, he was upset because he was filming this while Back to the Future was going on. Finally, he gets picked up for Back to the Future, and they decide to shelve this movie because they're like, well, fuck, we can ride the coattails of a Steven Spielberg produced movie.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did. Like, if you watch the trailer, it even says Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's just smart marketing. But
in Brazil, they called this movie "The Boy from the Future," even though it had nothing to do with it. And whenever this movie came out, it was huge. It was number 2 in the country, right behind Back to the fucking Future.
To Gibbs's point, though, with Meredith Baxter Burney, which Chef talks about in great detail in Chef Aid.
Tonight is right for love with Meredith Baxter Burney.
But they filmed this in 21 days. That's fucking nuts. Like, but I mean, I guess after I watched what I watched, I mean, that makes sense. 21 days. So
I think they
cut it, print it, ship it. I'm buying
it. Yeah,
well, I think they wrote it in as many days. Also,
I mean, probably, dude.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone wrote the script for the first Rocky in 3 days, or the first draft of Rocky in 3 days. I mean, come on. If you needed more than 3 days to write this shit fucking movie
or to film it,
absolutely, man.
And it's not to say it's it is a shit fucking movie, but I still have
fun.
I have a place in my heart for it where it warms my heart every time I watch this.
Absolutely, man. So
you know what's probably like most nostalgic for me is the box art, like that picture of him like.
With
pulling the jacket,
dude,
Like I just remember seeing that like on the shelves in the video store all the time.
Dude, absolutely, man. But before we leave, we kick it over to some boring ass facts. Shout out to our Rewinder of the month, Rob. Thanks again for all the support, dude. Hope you're enjoying your swag. And if you want to be Rewinder of the month, be sure to hit us up in the comments. I actually had somebody comment on Spotify that actually said, was Chadwick serious when he said he doesn't like slapstick, but then said he likes the Three Stooges? So we got listeners chiming in. I think we're going to start dividing it up and then asking. So here's what I'm going to ask, man. Spotify listeners, I want to hit up one of you guys. So hit us up with a comment on Spotify. We're going to try to make a Spotify listener our next Rewinder of the month. So with that, Leaf, man, go ahead and take it over to some boring ass facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the uninitiated, Teen Wolf is a 1985 American coming-of-age comedy film directed by the poor bastard that Gibbs and Chadwick left out, Rod Daniel, and Jeph Loeb, written by and Matthew Weisman. Stars Michael J. Fox as the main title character, who is a high school student whose ordinary life is changed when he discovers that he's a werewolf. I don't know what I did wrong.
I don't understand what I did wrong.
It was filmed for a budget of $4 million, but raked in a paltry sum of $80 million at the box office worldwide. A smash success, of course.
Fantasy points.
Yeah, I mean, adjusted for inflation, that's $400 billion at
least.
Is that the biggest profit of anything that we've rewatched?
I don't.
You guys did Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah,
I think Ninja Turtles.
It's up there for sure, especially with a $4 million budget and cranking that out.
But like y'all said, this is also coming off the heels of
because I mean, Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox is just
dude. All that was cool in the fucking 80s, man.
Yeah, so I mean, Back to the Future came out in July, and then this in August. Mm-hmm. So there had to be some overlap where Michael J. Fox was in the top 2 movies.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I mean, that's what Gibbs was saying. It was like number 2,
and you can't. You obviously can't ignore the fact that in this movie he still plays sort of the same kind of character as Marty McFly.
The same character.
Yeah, and he's lovable, like goofy. He's technically a loser, in high school, not necessarily popular, but still manages to reel in chicks constantly.
He may have been wearing the same plaid shirt.
Yeah, we'll get into it, but Dad's got a problem with the principal again. Like I've seen a lot of the same beats checked here, but to be honest, the
his
acting,
mom tries to fuck him.
That was in here too.
She actually did fuck him in this one because I guess she just left the family.
Yeah.
She went out for some milk.
She went out for some milk. She will be back. It's just been 3 years. Sometimes milk takes a while.
It's just been 40 years.
But yeah, I really have a problem with the acting in it. Like Michael J. Fox being Michael J. Fox, I'm good with it. Styles, I love the asshole
guy in the world.
Yeah,
I hate him, but I love him.
Tucking in his t-shirt.
Yeah, despite tucking his t-shirt, Gibbs still liked him, which is a rarity.
Yeah.
That's why his name is Styles, Gibbs.
Yeah, exactly.
What
man.
are you looking at, Dick Nose?
Shirts, dude.
He's got the best shirts in the fucking
just little iron-on letters they used to have back in the day. Shout out Roddy Piper. He used to use those all the time to say fucked up shit. So anyway, let's go ahead and walk through this thing there, Leaf. Go ahead, man.
Absolutely. So the first scene opens up sort of with a it's almost like a synth wave like style credit.
Really fucking weird, right?
It looks like something for those who remember this show from Mystery Science Theater 3000, the old like low budget like synth movies, and in the background there's just like pulsing sort of heartbeat like thing happening with the credits.
Oh, come on. One more sacrifice before we go.
Okay, but this is the final sacrifice.
And we fade into a slow motion picture, like a zoom in basically, of Michael J. Fox sweating his ass off, dude.
Yeah, and I just have to assume this is what all of our wives see from us. Just dripping with sweat. No confidence at all. We're not going to make this shot.
Yeah, then the referee walks up in the middle and hands me a basketball. My wife's like, who the fuck is that?
Dude, I'm literally like, it's been 3 minutes, coach.
Yeah.
It's been 3 minutes.
I will say this. What brought back some fucking nice memories was kudos to the sound guy on this. Not that I guess you just have to capture what is the horrible sound of that gym, but it wasn't like the audio is still clear, but the ball bouncing and echoing, the squeaks, the whistle blowing, all that reminded me of like playing ball in high school and shit. And I was like, okay, good job on that. Plus, they were sweating, and back then, at least even in the 90s, man, apparently AC was not allowed in the goddamn gym. So you were just...
That's how I remember it, and that's why we liked it.
Stupid fans that didn't work out the time.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, no, we got a big giant fan at the top of the building for some fucking reason. That
it's gonna do nothing.
It's on the roof.
Yeah, and also shout out to this crooked ass rim. Someone fix the goddamn rim on this basketball. That's the one thing in this movie that did drive me fucking crazy throughout this. I was like, that rim is not fucking regulation. It's not level. TSSAA would not allow this game to go on.
And I didn't see one fucking person try to dislodge the basketball with a broom handle.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what part of this was, man. So
well, it's crooked because 40-year-old Mick was jamming on it.
I'm gonna be honest, there was nobody in that goddamn gym jamming on anything. Especially not on the Beavers.
Oh, dude, yeah. So speaking of that, we quickly find out we're in a high school gym in the middle of a basketball game between the Beacon Town Beavers and a rival school that, from my research, is only known as the Dragons. I don't know where they're from.
Yeah, I just always see Dragons.
Yeah, they're just the Dragons. And the Dragons are beating the Beavers 71-12. Just destroying them.
Just beating up those Beavers.
I mean, I'll be honest, with this basketball just kind of led me over to shit stuck in my head this week.
Traveling. No. 1.5 steps. Come on, Jackie, you walk. Suck my cock. I'll murder your family. You're gone, Jackie Moon.
And Jackie Moon is ejected from the game.
What did I say?
You said that's my seat.
That's my seat.
I think me and Gibbs' favorite part of that is he says, "Suck my cock, I'll murder your family," and he like blows the whistle, and he's like, "What?"
That doesn't happen.
At least he didn't call him a JT.
Yeah, it's a little over the line, my friend. So I think anytime gets like fucking 60% of the time Gibbs is on, I'm gonna hit up a semi-pro. It's stuck in my head this week. It actually worked this time, but anyway. All right, Leaf, go ahead.
So the Beavers absolutely suck, and this is the perfect time. So the majority of the characters are introduced right here. Like we see them all, whether they're playing the game and they're in the stands or what have you. But we can just go ahead and start out with Scott Howard, the main character, aka Teen Wolf, played by Michael J. Fox. On the court, he's sort of the star, sort of obviously of the film. The camera.
He scored like 6 of their 12 points.
Of their 12 points, he's a starter. He's a starter. Cannot hit, and this is obviously a plot point. Can't hit his free throw shots. a Shaquille O'Neal.
Because the goddamn rim was crooked. It wasn't regulation.
It might also be because he's trying to do a jump shot from the free throw line.
I did notice that, and I was like, "Come on, Michael."
Listen, the Beacon Town Beavers don't have the budget to maintain. Have you seen their mascot?
Well, dude, especially what the coach said. Look at the other guys' sneakers. If they had sneakers like that,
if our guys had sneakers like that, there's no telling what they could do.
That guy is like one of my favorite
dude, on the rewatch, he is by far my favorite character.
Oh,
I said it
shoulders.
I said it on the replacements episode. I wish we had a movie about the kicker. I wish we also had a movie just about the coach.
Yeah, Coach Finstock, played by Jay Tarses.
Yeah, man.
Super hilarious. Like every scene he's in is funny. Like he is like completely detached from reality. He's crazy. Like he says the most off the wall stuff, dude. Like
he's supposed to be a mentor for these kids. It's great.
And he just they're getting shoved around. He has no advice for the players at all. He's just there.
Give me some salt.
Come on, cut me some salt. Salt.
Yeah, for his boiled egg while he's eating. Dude, aka also Chubbs, dude. Or Chubb, aka Francis from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, played by, obviously, for those who remember that episode, shout out to our Pee Wee episode. Mark Holton. He's just this fat guy. He's just this fat guy on the team.
Fat guy.
You know what I got out of this is what I think. I think that this was half-ass attempt at a John Belushi character from Animal House. Like I think it was just a little bit of that in there that they were trying to go for.
I could see that, yeah. And I mean, he just basically exists for. I mean, don't be fat in the 80s. That's what you
that's what he existed. He's a fat guy.
Yeah, he's
really important lesson. Do not be fat in the 80s.
If he was a little older, a polar bear would have fell on him.
Yeah, very true.
Also in the stands, our good friend Styles, Scott Howard's friend, played by Jerry Levine, is Scott's slacker friend in the stands, wearing shades indoors constantly.
And dude, I had to look it up because I was convinced that was Bill Murray's brother.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and then I was like, I kept looking at it, and I was like, is it like his younger brother?
Yeah,
like,
the one that plays his brother in Scrooge.
Yeah, he has that same kind of hairstyle. Yeah.
But also he had sunglasses on a lot in this too, so I mean, I can see.
Yeah. And he's just like not paying attention to the game, macking on chicks, obviously on drugs,
scheming.
Yeah, he's just constantly scheming. Just a sleaze bag, just a friend that everybody loves to have. But it's
also
just,
he
kind of like Damone from like
dude. I was going to say that. Yeah, 100%
really
what I was about to say. Yeah, I was like, that's like Gibbs is the only one that's going to get this. But yes, Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont.
Also, Boof, played by Susan Ursitti. The cute girl who was basically Scott is friend zoned her as they've grown up together. They've been friends. You know,
one of the notes I got was, I guess one of the writers knew somebody named Boof.
Yeah. And the whole time growing up, I thought her name was Booth. And
yeah, I did too. I'm not shitting you. I thought it was too.
And I thought, because I heard Scott's dad call her Boof, like with an F.
Mm-hmm.
But I also heard him say woof a lot. So I was like, oh, he's just mispronouncing Booth.
Yeah.
Just to be a werewolf, which we'll get to later.
Werewolf.
Also in the stands, the hot blonde piece of ace, Pamela Wells, played by Lori Griffin. She's a hot blonde girl in the stands, as far as you know.
He is all that is. What was 80s hot for these movies?
She is, and she is like the object of desire that all young men had when we were all 80s, in high school. And this is like, we could start off right now with the nostalgia, sort of the coming of age. Like this, every young man or boy had that high school crush, this unattainable, wouldn't give you the time of day, wouldn't even look your direction, wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, kind of woman.
Yeah, I think that
not for 20 years.
I think that where they fumble this though is like every guy have that like unattainable, but in their mind that girl wasn't a giant fucking bitch to them.
True.
You know, usually like they would have a crush on somebody that was nice to them one time, and they're like, oh, she's really digging me and shit like that. You know, and oh, she's really sweet and shit. But no, this bitch is a bitch right from the very beginning, and it's I think it feels like a kind of a miss because the entire time you're like, no, fuck this bitch.
Yeah,
dude.
She's also a straight up hoe because I'm pretty sure she was sleeping with the play director also.
Yeah, she fucked the coach. She fucked the vice principal.
He's so demanding.
Yeah, he was demanding.
She skull.
3, 2, 1. While I agree with Gibbs, I believe it was their attempt not to make her too attractive to contrast her with Boof. Boof was the girl next door, right? She's
this was in every 80s movie, right? Like whether this is reversed, like a lot of times it's the two dudes. You know, it's the popular guy and the guy that's the right guy.
Fucking guy from Grey's Anatomy. What was it movie he was in?
Who the fuck was in Grey's Anatomy?
That guy.
Never seen it.
Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, okay. Patrick Dempsey. Scream 3.
Yes, that was it.
Oh, very nice.
Chad looks like
nice,
done.
Roman.
He's like, I'll move on. I'll go fuck myself.
None of this is making it in. Not
This is gold.
This is what people come to hear.
You're right. You're right. This is a good one. This is a good one.
This is some person's job.
Also, Mick is on the opposing team. The star player of the enemy of the Dragons. Played by Mark Arnold.
So this looks like a very young Sean Connery. If you ever go back and watch like Darby O'Gill,
but I'll definitely will put us side by side up there. It's a good little shot.
Shit, you at least 30.
And and unbeknownst to us at the time, this is Pamela's boyfriend. I use that like loosely.
Yeah.
And
so we think that this guy's the bad guy, but
we do.
Michael J. Fox is trying to steal his fucking girlfriend, and he's supposed to just stand by and be like, "Well, yeah, man, you have a good time because you're a really nice guy."
Yeah, but also like
what kind of fucking nice guy just tries to steal somebody else's fucking girlfriend?
Like Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, 100%. You know what it is? He would treat her so much better, dude. What he thinks in his head, you know.
Everybody believed
every dude, every dude that ever had a crush on somebody else, they're like, yeah, she's got a boyfriend, but I would be so much better for her.
Weird incel motherfucker over here.
Coming of age. I'm telling you, everybody knows the dude that was that guy, and throughout the film, you actually see like Michael J. Fox's character is just in delusion about that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of his friends are like, she has a boyfriend, and he's like, no, she doesn't. Like he won't accept it. It's unbelievable, dude.
And in his defense, maybe she didn't. I don't know.
Maybe
she's just, she's just passing it around. So like the offering plate at church, and everybody's putting something in. So
I thought that was a trash.
We hitting on me some money, stupid ass. I whoop your ass, Clarence. Don't call me now. You tall black motherfucker.
But didn't she say whenever like he walked her home from the bowling alley, didn't she say like, no, I have a boyfriend?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
I'm
is
gonna
my
mention
boyfriend.
that. I'm mentioning that scene when we get to it because man, it's crazy. The final character in this early scene that matters is Thorne, Vice Principal Thorne, played by James Mackerel. He's the vice principal of Beaver High, and he's just watching from the sidelines.
So it's like a vice principal just as powerless and useless as a vice president.
Yeah, and hopefully the beaver gag from Naked Gun makes its return as Shadow suggested.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
I was actually going to ask you all that. Is there some reason that in all high school movies that the vice principal is the one that's in charge? You never see the main principal, and I have evidence in Doug. It was Vice
Principal Bone.
You boys are playing a game of monkey in the middle, and I don't like being the hairy ape.
Right in The Simpsons, it was Vice Principal Skinner.
Breakfast Club.
What?
Breakfast Club.
Yes, the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I can't remember what that guy's name was. Like, and so in this movie, it's Vice Principal Thorne, dude. Like, it's always the vice principal. Like, why is the main principal's like never?
Well, I think Skinner
around?
was the principal.
Yes, Skinner was the principal.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. So there was like some guy above him though, the bald guy.
No, that was the superintendent.
Superintendent. Oh, okay.
Maybe the vice principal is power hungry, but they don't actually have the power, so they just try to.
They should make a show about it called Vice Principals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in Salute Your Shorts, you never see Dr. Khan. You only see Ugly.
Yeah, that's
true.
Khan.
No, stop.
Rumor has it. It's a hard ass.
So out of the gate, like we start to see some weird stuff happening to Scott. Like when he's on the court, he steals like the ball from one of the players by growling at him.
Yeah.
Like,
forget it, dork.
I knew those guys in high school too.
And it's a weird like kind of electronic growl too. Like
yeah. And then when he steals the ball, he runs it down to shoot his shot, and it's just this like broken, great value version of Chariots of Fire playing. And it floored me for some reason because it's so bad.
Also,
I'm like,
shout out to Scott who steals the ball and has to baseball throw this when I think this entire fucking court is maybe 40 feet long. So Steph Curry shoots that shot as a goddamn warm up. That's a free throw for Steph. And old fucking Scott's having to put his whole body behind this thing. Well, Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he missed the shot at the end of that episode.
The director of this movie said that somewhere in a vault there's locked up the worst sports worst sports footage you've ever seen.
Yeah, I did see it,
and on the screen as well.
I mean, yeah. Think about it. If this is what made it on the screen, what got cut?
Why does everybody in this too that I noticed? Why do they all dribble like Stanley from The Office?
Stanley. What? You gotta be kidding me!
on day 13 of filming the basketball scenes, they were like, you know what? Maybe we should learn the rules.
Yeah.
Well, so Michael J. Fox never played basketball, and
no shit.
So
what?
Yes. So you'll see. There's like one time where he like dribbles down the court and does a layup, and they use that same footage from like different angles.
Yep.
And he's looking at his fucking hands, like he's looking down the whole time he's dribbling.
That's what I mean. Like if there's that clip from the basketball episode of The Office where Stanley finally gets the ball and he dribbles all fucking awkward. Everybody in this on both teams too, like are dribbling like that.
It's so bad.
It's like what?
In Michael J. Fox's defense, though, like the directors told him his character was Jewish, so like he was doing his best to mimic.
That's what you had to do, you know. You had to do what you got to do.
He did his best. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Like,
so, also in after the terrible loss in the gym, like Michael J. Fox has like this gigantic chest hair. Always grosses me out.
And I mean, he's going through changes. Turn around and get some strange.
He is, dude. So after the game, Boof, his friend, walks him to his dad's hardware store where Scott works, and he laments, obviously feeling out of place, like not belonging. But right before that, he gets in he goes to the coach and tries to quit the team.
And this is where Coach is shining like a bright, shiny star. Not to mention, homeboy just has like a couple of buckets of KFC on his desk. Like
when he walks in, he asks Scott if he wants a wing or a leg.
Yeah, dude. As soon as I saw that shit,
he's not giving me breast.
No, man.
And he's chewing gum in the whole scene. So when is he eating the chicken?
Oh, dude, it's so bad. Like as soon as I saw the bucket of KFC, I had to go take a shit. Like
I just imagine.
Podcast?
Yeah, I was like, I saw it. I was like, shit.
I just imagine like Coach lives like on a houseboat, like a shitty houseboat, you know,
like the Replacements.
Yeah, and there's a coach named Jimmy McGinty, and maybe shout out our Replacements episode. I just feel like Coach lives there. That's what I feel like is probably the more realistic scenario.
He's got a little cot in the locker room.
Well, the IRS is breathing out his neck like it's a personal vendetta.
And when Scott like says he's been going through some changes, the coach response,
I'm sorry I didn't notice, but I haven't been hanging around the locker room all that much.
No,
Oh, no, dude. That's actually going to be my quote for the week. But I love the whole story, man. Like these are poor people, hungry people with real problems.
He's like, you got a job, hell, I should be coming to you for money.
You would not need money.
I had a coach, I think 8th grade. He was our health coach, and the guy kind of reminds me of him because that's when like they taught us about like venereal diseases and
well,
he had to do the
strong on that too.
He had to do the the whole like condom on a banana thing, and he's like, damn. He's like, look, I don't use them, I don't like them, but you should.
Once he got the condom over the banana, he looked at everybody in the room and he's like, it's not us, am I right, buddy?
And Shavik's taking notes. He's like,
yes, sir. Okay.
He's like, so it doesn't feel as good?
Yeah.
No, not for me.
Nope, not for me.
That's weird.
What do you mean you're pregnant?
Like kids just say, you're pregnant?
You're pregnant? Yeah. So
I don't know that.
So as he's as he's going to work, this is funny though with the booth, like you said, she gets jealous as soon as he's mentioning Pamela, and she fucking runs off, and he's like, what did I do? But then you get introduced to his dad, who I don't fucking
we don't know what we did.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea why. In my brain, the dad was a fat version of the head vampire from Lost Boys. And I don't know why.
It's got to be the glasses. It's got to be those 80s
dude.
like serial killer glasses.
This is Caretaker from the original Longest Yard. Yeah.
Oh.
So this guy was Caretaker from the original Longest Yard.
And I'm sure Gibbs recognizes him from Murder, She Wrote.
I do.
Nice. So anyway, was he actually in Murder, She Wrote?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sure I knew I recognized him from something.
But he wasn't the murderer.
He was the murderer. We all knew who the murderer was.
I'm not ashamed. Abortion.
Aha! So she's the murderer.
All right, man. Go ahead, Lee.
Dude, yeah. So Scott's dad, Harold, played by James Hampton, is
not the guy from the Lost Boys. In case anybody was wondering,
not the same.
He did not gain 150 pounds.
No, he's just like this chunky dad who runs the hardware store, and he's just sort of like
great dad. Like
yeah.
But he is, and that's the thing. Is like you see the detachment there, and again, back to the coming of age thing. It's like it's really his relationship with his father. It really is about a disconnect, right? They don't really know how to like talk to each other, and so the dad just sort of rambles about nonsensical things the entire time. Sort of ignores a lot of or dismisses Scott's like problems and issues, and the entire time just sort of they're back and forth. They don't connect. You could tell, right?
What was his name? Hampton, the actor.
Yeah,
he went. Hampton. Yeah, he went to the director to like try to get some insight on what this guy's like backstory was or whatever. And the director's like, "This is a dad that can make a casserole."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
And he's like a single father. Obviously, there's no mom in sight, so you kind of get that like automatically that
but think like any minute now, like she's probably gonna come back home with that milk.
She's due. She's due any minute. And during this,
the director's like, "Be David Caruso and Jade."
I know exactly what you mean.
And during
next
this
week,
during this scene, we get some more delicious reveals about what's happening. And I mean, obviously, it's the name of the movie.
You know, you wouldn't bother to get into the fucking movie, what's going on. But now, you're getting clued in. Like,
so there's a kid in the hardware store blowing a whistle. And it's just like ripping, Scott's ears to death, tearing it. It turns out it's a dog whistle.
Yeah, it goes out to high school. Some strange sounding guy called. Sounded like he was in a big hurry.
This cracks me up every time because he smacks that kid in the back of the head.
Yeah. To pop the whistle out of his mouth.
Yeah, scrawny ass little shit.
Kid's
dog
like
whistle.
The kid looks at him with a shitty grin. He's like, "It's broken." Yeah, and he's just like, "Yeah."
But you know what? We don't know it yet, but his dad should have heard that. And if he's seeing Scott running around acting crazy, he's like, oh well, we're gonna have to have that talk.
I assume, and we'll get to it very shortly. I assume that he did hear it, but
I think like when he's in the bathroom, I think this is something that he's been procrastinating for a long time.
Yeah,
is when we get to that scene, which we'll talk about. But
which again, is on brand for the style of movie we're watching. But a little bit later, Scott is forced to deliver a hardware order to the eccentric, like theater director at his school, and
a can of cocoa.
They're having he's having a one-on-one sort of acting session with Pamela, obviously Scott's crush, and Scott works up he interrupts the production first and foremost, which is he's like dropping paint
she's
cans.
doing a great job.
You can murder my family. You can ravage my body.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh God, you're terrible.
Yeah,
with that ass.
She absolutely sucks, and she's meant to suck because there's nothing likable about her at all. But obviously, Scott's not taking no for an answer, so he has the courage to ask her to drive her to the party that's happening later that night, and she immediately refuses. Dude, he wolfs out, dude. His hands are like hairy,
dude, and he says, "I've got a van."
And she's like, I would rather fuck a werewolf.
Yeah.
And she stormed off.
Yeah. He's like, well, hold on. You know who the director of this reminds me of? I always forget his fucking name. Is it Schwartzman or whatever? From
Jason Schwartzman?
Yeah, Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Who is Adrian's fucking son, by the way?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may have seemed inevitable for Jason to be involved in the film business in some capacity, what with his mother, Talia Shire, being an Oscar-nominated actress.
That's crazy. But anyway, that's what this guy does with his long hair down there, being real pretentious and shit. Like, reminds me of.
He's a weirdo.
He's kind of funny.
And that is like an actual play. It was like
Gone with the Wind, I thought, right?
No, it's like Sunset on the Colony or something like that.
Really?
It's what they ended up like those that True Blood show. That's what those books were based on.
Oh, okay. So it is some sort of Civil War era type production. It sucks. She's using a fake Southern accent. It's awful, but yeah.
I thought is that what they did with on the Simpsons?
What do you mean? I think that was a Streetcar Named Desire. You talking about
with Flanders and fucking Marge?
Flanders? Yeah. Stella!
I'm just ruining everything.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Hold on, we'll just take a quick break. 3, 2. So this scene also makes me laugh. So after Pamela rejects Marty McFly, she's like, her boyfriend shows up, and of course it's
Come on.
And she turns and gives like Scott this look like, yeah, like
this is what a real man does.
She gives him she doesn't give him the fuck me ass. She gives him the I'm gonna fuck him eyes.
But then he's like, I'm not a Mick, I'm bloody Welsh.
I'm bloody Welsh.
Yes, bitch.
But that's like that's actually part of her character, because like she gets off on like sort of like she knows clearly Scott likes her,
on wanting everyone to like her and then banging them.
Yes, and making dudes jealous. Like
I think that's a great way to be. There is nothing wrong with this. Why are we being so judgmental?
It turns out,
as far as I'm concerned, she is the hero in this fucking movie.
Enough with the slut shaming, guys.
Yeah. Listen, are you guys going to tell me that you wouldn't think that she is a saint if she tried to fuck you? Come on.
Tell me, guys. Tell me you wouldn't.
Like
bang
you were
her.
in high school and this bitch wants to fuck you. You're gonna be like, no, what a bitch. I don't deal with chicks that want to fuck me.
Dude,
15. No. She told me she's 36.
I'll just tell you right now, if this was me in high school, that absolutely. But she wouldn't in high school, so now she's a bitch. So it's really a me problem.
Coming of age, dude. This is all.
Okay.
These are all of our stories wrapped into one. I'm telling you, man. This movie's got it all.
She's a fucking saint, as far as I'm concerned.
So let's get to this next thing, because this is something I know y'all got a lot to say about. So before the illustrious party like that is supposed to happen this evening, Styles and Scott's younger friend Lewis, played by Matt Adler, attempt to buy a keg of beer, and but the old man that runs the liquor store is being a big ball lick.
I fucking love this scene too.
He's got the hat, the sunglasses. He's got his cigarette in his mouth.
He's old school. He's not having it. He's been around the block.
The boss sent me to pick up a keg.
Yeah, Styles, that one.
The boss says I'm to pick up a keg of beer.
All right.
The boss called you, right?
Can't say he did.
Oh, hot damn.
He's like, I got plenty of bread. And he's like, coming through this wad of cash.
Yeah, and the old man takes the money and then like shoos him out. So
he tells him to get the fuck out.
Smart man. He's been through this shit before.
Yeah.
He's been there before. So it doesn't work. The old man's not selling to underage kids, clearly.
Travesty.
And so before the party, Marty, he recruits Marty to try to go in, and Styles' plan is that Marty takes a plastic water gun and robs the fucking liquor store.
Dude, but again, Styles, coolest guy on the planet.
Styles, coolest guy. Yeah.
Yes.
When Styles comes to pick him up at his house, though, like I like the little interaction with Styles and Howard.
Yeah.
Like Howard's he doesn't even see him. Like Styles walks in behind him.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it's time you and I had a little chat.
Hey, Mr. Howard, how's the king of the nuts and bolts?
Styles, nice shirt.
Yeah, thanks.
and then he says something about the shop teacher got his dick caught in the vacuum cleaner.
Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
Yeah.
Go away, I'm baiting. So Styles absolute piece of shit, but he tries to convince Scott to rob the liquor store. Scott's like, look, I'm just gonna go in and try to like buy it normally, like a normal person.
Because he looks like he's fucking 12.
Yeah. Yes. And there's like no chance. And then Styles tells me, he's like, there's like no chance. This guy's like a hard ass. Like he's con. He's not letting you in. He's not letting you in and buying this keg of beer. But Scott, undeterred, goes in and tries to order the keg of beer. And
you little bastards won't give up, will you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, of course, the scene happens.
Give me a keg of beer.
Are you trying to tell me that I can't get a keg of beer?
What's not to be intimidated by Michael J.
Exactly. No, did you guys watch the trailer for this for the movie? They actually have like this scene in the trailer, and they use a completely different voice that sounds absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah. His voice is changing.
Give me a keg of beer.
And these.
Yeah. He's like some Hostess cupcakes or some nonsense, dude. So obviously to celebrate, and maybe this is even a more iconic scene than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just my favorite scene. But next, to celebrate, Styles decides to do a little urban surfing on the top
which I understand. It's a little dangerous. Me personally, as we've gotten older, I would prefer to be on top of the van in my dinghy.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
There's no way you work that in, dude.
So this is how low budget this film was. The actor that played Styles was actually on that van, and they just had him. They just had him tethered to the van.
Yeah.
Then everybody be served like California.
Later on, you can actually see. We'll get to it when Teen Just is on the roof, Teen Wolf. When he's on the roof, there's a stunt guy, and you can visibly see that it's a stunt guy on the wide shots. But yeah, he's on there surfing, and we joked about this like in our Discord chat. I was like, this had to start a fucking thing. If this wasn't already a thing, this movie.
Well, yeah, 14 fucking people lost their lives surfing on top of vans in the following months after this movie came out, and people are going to give a shit over planking. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if anybody ever fucking did this.
It was 14. It was 14. I seen the report.
It was 14.5.
And then it was about 10 years later, Aladdin came out, and everybody was
doing it like a 10. They were doing the Aladdin date on top of the car.
We need this room. We got another one. Goddamn movie.
No, but for real, like this was whenever I was a kid. This is what I thought of whenever I thought of Teen Wolf was the surfing top of the van. I thought that it was cool as shit. I couldn't wait to grow up to do something irresponsible and dangerous.
Yep. Yeah, like
and then later on, I was like, I'm afraid to drive the speed limit because I'm a giant pussy. So
it's a lot of.
I knew exactly how I was going to be when I grew up.
It's a lot of fucking faith in the guy driving because like you tap the brakes and good fucking night nurse, man. Like,
dude, yeah. As Styles is like dancing or whatever on the top of the van as they're driving down the street, like it cuts into the driver's side, and Scott's ears have like turned into like elf ears. Like he keeps randomly transforming, like his hands, his eyes, his ears, just constantly. He's going through like werewolf puberty or some nonsense.
That's what it kind of. I mean, it's what it is. Right?
It really is.
It
like
is.
He's coming of age. Werewolf.
He really is. He's constantly transforming. He doesn't feel like he belongs.
His wolf nuts are dropping.
They are.
They are. Dude.
You couldn't tell from his voice.
And so they finally make it to the party, and I just want to mention big womp womp moment when Styles arrives with a keg that he tried so hard to get, and there's like 9 kegs stacked up in the back room in the kitchen. They didn't even need it because he thought he was going to be a hero.
Also, why did they put the keg into the convertible where anybody could see it when they had a fucking van?
I thought about that too. Yeah,
you can't surf on a van if it's got a keg in it.
And he couldn't drive faster.
That's physics. Fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
This
I don't even,
guy.
On a side note, y'all want to like kind of just throw in on a van and let's try this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Dude, I mean, I can get a rental for like $35 a day.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Hertz rent a car.
Can y'all tether like my wheelchair to like the top of the car with like some of those paracord, like carabiners?
Yeah.
Like that Seinfeld episode where he picks up that rental car and they're like, you want the
insurance?
You want the insurance? Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat the hell out of this thing.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, man, it is. I did notice that too. The keg stacked up like when he walks in, but he's still acting like a hero, you know.
Dude, he is. He's charismatic, so he recovers quickly. He's basically the life of the party. Styles is. And
he's like the MC.
He is. Yeah,
man.
And
this is doing all the games, doing everything.
I love this scene.
What is a cool guy like Styles doing hanging out with this fucking loser?
I mean, you know.
See, that's what I thought. Like, okay, so in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, like Damone's a loser too.
But yeah, Damone's a loser that pretends to be like, popular. In this guy is like owning this fucking party. He's the coolest guy in the fucking party. He's making everybody have a good time. And he's hanging out with this fucking dork. I think
maybe childhood friends.
And here's what I think.
Is this how parties were in the 80s? Because
yes, very smoky.
Because we went to parties in the 90s and they were nothing like this.
No. I went to a high school party once and they were just like, we didn't invite you. And I'm like, oh, Ted told us about it. He's like, well, excuse me.
Ted. But yeah, I love this scene. This is the classic 80s portrayal of I don't have any clue. Like I was like,
dude, this is written by a comic book writer. This guy never saw a party in his life. It's very fictionalized.
Which is crazy because ironically, he no doubt influenced some of the wilder college parties.
Yep.
When
because people were trying to do this.
Like my wife went to a boarding school, and she said when she went to parties, she says they were insane. And it was because there was a bunch of conservative Christian kids mimicking what they saw on movies and television. And she says they were they were wilder than any party I've ever been to. For the most part.
She said like when they acted up too. She said
in my day when I got into trouble, the headmaster would slap your hand with his dick.
That's basically what happens. Like so everybody's smoking weed, they're drinking, dude, they're partying, they're playing games. Like y'all mentioned, Styles is like the MC. He's the one that's like the order of all the games, and everybody's having a great time. In one game in particular, everyone seems to be given a name. Or maybe even just the females, and another name is drawn out of the hat, and that person is tasked with doing something, playing a game with someone from the opposite
because you
sex.
get all Fats Domino, like he has to eat a bowl of Jello, and then
and that girl is hot, and she is into it,
and she's got to hold the Jello,
in her shirt.
Dude, by the way, that was fucking so slick and perfect, pouring all the Jello down the shirt. It just Styles, man, for the win.
And it wouldn't have stayed if she didn't have her shirt tucked into her jeans, man.
But that's okay for girls.
You know, Chris, your point. Maybe we just didn't get invited to these parties because
I know
my wife and I went to school together, and she told me that she went to a number of what they called Skittle parties, where everybody would just bring whatever kind of pills and put them into a bowl.
Yeah,
and people would just reach in and grab a pill.
Jesus Christ! See, the parties I went to, we'd sit around and we'd like draw straws to see which one got to pretend to be the girl this time.
Got to or had to?
Yeah, I went to
matter of perspective.
I went to one of those Skittle parties, and then now I'm the asshole for bringing cyanide pills. So
yeah, like I'm an asshole.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, these Heaven's Gate guys.
And so Boof is at the party, and we're shown her little name she's drawn is not Scott's name.
No.
However, when her name is drawn, they ask her whose name she has, and she says Scott, because of course.
And Pamela had
Scott, and she's like, as if.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And she's not into but it's so the game they're forced to play. Scott and Boof it's like 2 minutes in heaven, right? Like in the closet So for those who really have never been to any party or done anything nefarious, this is where you basically go into a closet with technically supposed to be someone of the opposite sex. Who knows nowadays? But they go in.
That's it.
Yeah.
And okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Because I don't know the rules. And then they're put into a closet. The door is shut, and they can just do whatever for 2 minutes.
You just hear Scott yelling, "I'm coming in the booth."
Back door open.
Not us, right?
No, not us, buddy.
Us.
So I want to stop here on this one. Did you guys ever play this at all at any like party or anything? Like I think we got forced to do this in a middle school party one time. It was like a school party, and I remember more or less making a deal with the girl in the closet that like we're just gonna lie because we were both terrified to do anything. So
proud of you, man.
Yeah,
that's what you should have done.
You're like, I'll just tell everybody that I was a complete gentleman and try to hide my boner when I go out.
Yeah, I was like,
I'll put it in my waistband.
I whipped it out, and I was like, I'm coming one way or another. So I just
it's up to you. It's up to you, one way or the other.
Yeah. Leaf, did you ever have to do this or fuck around with anything like this?
Bro, hell no. There was no closets, wheelchair accessible. Are you fucking kidding me? I was paralyzed when I was 13, dude. My life was ruined. All right. No wonder I have all kinds of weird fetishes.
She goes to the closet with him, Leaf, and go ahead and walk us through this scene because this is nice.
Bro, so basically Boof and Marty McFly, Scott are in the closet together, and like unfortunately Scott's werewolf hormones just overreact because Boof's trying to she's been trying to get with this guy for I guess she was a kid, dude.
She did start it.
She did start it. She kisses him, and then he just rips into her like Harvey Weinstein into the newest Hollywood starlet.
Hey, your fingernails.
When the 2 minutes are up, Styles opens the door, and he asked him how it was, and she said it was unexpected. And as she walks away, her clothes are shredded, dude. Claws of red, and your back is red. So she's at her back clawed up.
Yeah, the back of her shirt looks like the cover of Wolverine #1.
Yes, dude. Yes. So it's dude. You see sort of Scott losing control at this point in time. He obviously didn't mean to do that. I mean, that's what all guys say.
He didn't want to hook up with her, but
he didn't.
Dude, I lay down every single night with the intention of I'm not going to. I'm going to leave her alone. I'm going to give her a break every fucking night.
Who's got it worse, Shavuk's wife or Brock Lesnar's wife?
And hell, I might even get on top of my wife tonight.
Dude, so...
Well, sometimes we do.
So Scott arrives home, and he's losing it. He's sick to his stomach. He can't control his urges. He runs into the bathroom.
That's the blue balls, and that's something that people don't talk about enough.
Coming of age, man. That's what happens after parties. You didn't get any, and you're a
or
young
your girl
man.
just she grinded so hard on you, you just have an outline of your zipper on your cock.
And so Scott arrives home. He runs to the bathroom and he just starts to just instantly transform. Yeah, exactly, dude.
It was always a little disturbing to me when his face is kind of bubbling.
Yeah,
but you know what? This is also like right on the heels of the original Terminator.
So I wonder if they just had, I don't know if that was just air pulsating in that mask or if it was, something electric that was making it. But that's creepy, like you're talking about. It's creepy as fuck, where it's like on his eyebrows and jaw and everything. Like it's weird. But when he finally fully transforms to a beaver. Or because
whatever it is, dude.
Wookiee?
Yeah, he's a werewolf now, and his dad, is at the door demanding to see him. He needs to know what's going on, and then
no, Dad.
Yeah, he finally opens the door, and then big surprise! Guess what? Dad's also a fucking werewolf.
Dad's an Ewok.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
With his gray hairs, he's a very distinguished werewolf. He looks very classy.
Yeah, how does his werewolf fur come in like all?
He's
like perfectly coifted,
dude. That's just it, dude. It's just like it's when you're a teenager, you have that scraggly beard, and your dad's beard is like perfect, bro. Coming of age, man. I'm telling you, every scene.
Who's that fucking player for the Phillies that looks just like Teen Wolf?
Was it Jason Worth like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
So this is the perfect time, right in the middle of Scott's wolf boner, to have a father-son chat about the birds and the bees and their eternal curse from the damned, as they are.
No, they're like, well, son, there's really no explaining it. You're just a fucking werewolf. And he's like, all right.
And Scott's right. I feel like, why didn't you fucking tell me, dude? And he's like, well, I was hoping it would skip. Sometimes it skips a generation, and I hope I wouldn't have to have this conversation with you. And so again, it's sort of that idea that like the father and the son, like as an older man, I get it, man. I never understood when I was a kid. I'm like, just tell him, just let him know. And like now that I'm old,
Mitch, that's what it is.
Having those conversations is really hard. It took me weeks to build up the courage to tell my son that it was me that shit on his bed.
He looks up at you and he's like, always knew.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been beating it, thinking it was Amber Heard the whole time.
But Scott's not having any of it, dude. He's just an angsty teen. He doesn't want to talk to his dad while he's wolfed out. And
I mean,
it
didn't skip a generation. It landed on my face.
Yeah, dude. Also, I mean, I get him not wanting to talk to his dad. Let's talk about this, because this was an awkward thing when I was still having to ride with my dad to school in the mornings, and then you'd wake up and that fucking, like on Beavis and Butthead episode, the morning wood fairy would come in, and then you just like look down, and you're like, oh. Yeah. And then my dad had to have an uncomfortable conversation with me one time. He was like,
explaining why he had a boner.
No, he was like, son, because I was late every morning, like, and he would just like, is there may be a reason that you're being late. I understand that you're getting older. And he was like, roundabout. I was like, it's not that. I'm just lazy.
I'm just a failure, Dad.
I'm just a failure, Dad.
You're like that cost me no time.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, I just tuck it up in my band.
After the third time I beat it and it still won't go away, I just tuck it.
I'm like, Dad, why does it turn to super glue in the shower?
So
stop it. Get some help.
The next morning, Scott is finally unwolfed out, as is his father. They're both back to normal. And that's when his dad makes a legitimate attempt to be like, listen, here's what's going on, man. It's a family curse. your mother had it, I have it, you have it, but it's not all bad. There's some good things about.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. Oh no, I just had a terrible thought.
Wolf bush.
I've never been a fan of the bush, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
His dad also kind of turns into Stan Lee for a second. And
yeah, he does.
Gives him the with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, he steals the old line. But I mean, that's the first time he's trying to warn him. It's like, okay, like you're. I love this too, because Scott, all he's ever wanted was to not be like this normal loser kid,
right.
And now that he finally is starting to get it, it's coming with negatives, and he's having trouble accepting it. Right. Like now he is special. Like he went his whole life like being normal and not really good at anything. Yeah, not unique. There was other guys on the team, obviously far taller than Michael J. Fox's character. That's why he was perfect casting for this, right? Like stronger, faster, better, more talented, better sex appeal. You know what I mean? Huger dicks, body hair, everything. You as a young man, you think a man is like they're all around him, and he's just not that. Right. And so finally he gets like sort of something special and unique about himself. And he's really struggling to accept it. His father's trying to tell him, like, look, you're going to have this ability. And Scott's like, well, now I don't want it.
Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, it is classic teenager, though. I mean,
it's classic, dude. Yeah, he's just being an emo little bitch. And like,
he's being a little bitch. He's just a werewolf now. I mean, what the
know.
Fuck?
Dude. Like, come on. I'm sorry. Like, now he has probably a wolf penis. He's got probably one of those weird red rocket things, but who knows what else he can do?
Who knows what
bro?
else he can do yet? Anything. You're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, dude, he's just getting started. For God's sakes. So Scott is not interested in still having a really deep conversation with his father. Again, there's that disconnect that some young men have with their fathers. It's clearly evident here. Even his dad, when Scott storms away, he's like, "Well, that went well." He's like, which is so relatable to me now. When you're wiser, older, things. You're trying to impart wisdom on a younger generation, especially to your son, and they're just like not having it. Like I know Shavik has no idea what that's like at all. Look at your face.
I operate under the assumption that if I want to relay any kind of valid point to my son, I just need to have someone else present it to him.
Yeah. It's true, Sandy.
And see, I'm glad you said that is exactly what Scott's father Howard is going through right now. Like he's trying to tell him, he's tried twice to be honest with him, and his son is like not having it, man. He's not listening to him. What are you supposed to do, right?
Are you that way, Gibbs? There's a good 6 to 8 month turnaround on you like telling them something and then them realizing that you were right.
No, my son's pretty good. Yeah.
It gives no shadow. Everything you've done in your life is wrong.
Yeah.
It's a mistake.
Yeah, the kid trusts me so far. So
yeah.
No, I mean, my son's a good kid. Just
I know, man.
He's just hard headed.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know where he gets that.
I think that's just natural. Teenagers have to be rebellious. Whenever you're younger and everything like that, you want to be contrarian to everything that your parents do. It's relatable. That's why this is relatable to.
How old is the Mistake by the Lake?
16.
This is the year, buddy. 16 to 17 is when they really start fucking giving it back to you.
Sounds good.
It's sweet. So after his heart-to-heart talk with his dad, he's got to go talk to his best friend because he's got to tell him something. And he goes and hangs out with Styles. Gonna go find Styles, right?
Yeah, right before that, he's at school and he just is losing control. So you're right. Like he has to tell somebody. He almost wolfs out in the middle of class, and because he simply can't control it. The principal Thorne catches him in the bathroom, and his hands are all wolfed out, and he's trying to wash it off. And he turns around, and his hands are back to normal. Luckily, but Principal Thorne is very suspicious of him for some reason.
He looks in the drain and he sees the fucking hair. Yeah, I forgot about
the hair. He's like.
But I always like that part where he's trying to get to the bathroom and the janitor's been mopping. And he's how does he not fall? He slides all the way down that fucking hallway.
Yeah. It's
the coolest kid in the world.
Good on him.
It's already his werewolf abilities, giving him extra dexterity, dude. That's how.
And it's his Michael J. Fox powers, is what it is.
Yes, yes. And so Chris is right. He has to tell somebody about what's going on. So he tells his poon hound, drug addicted slacker friend Styles. That's who he goes to. Because again, when you're young, you for some reason you trust your friends over your parents and authority who has tons of experience and wisdom. It's what you do. I'm telling you, man.
You always go to your best friend who's wearing the greatest t-shirt in the history of fucking television.
And what's the say, Gibbs, again?
What are you looking at, dick nose?
Which I believe Deuce Bigelow too took this one step further and actually had a dick nose. So,
yeah, Scott has this kind of awkward thing he's wanting to tell his friend.
Yes.
And Styles, they're in the garage. They're trying to. He's looking for his big brother had left some weed in there.
Weed stash.
Yeah, he's looking for it or whatever. And Scott's going to tell him, and he's like, you know what? This is the only PG movie I can think of that has 3 F-bombs in it.
Yeah,
right in a row.
Yeah, it's like,
and even Michael J. Fox drops it.
Yeah, I know, and kind of disgusted by the insinuation that he might be.
Yeah. It's like, no, dude, I'm just a fucking werewolf. They're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, dude.
Yeah.
At least you're not gay.
Yeah. I might be gay, but at least I'm not a fucking loser.
But he shows him that he's the fucking wolf. And as he is the wolf, he does help him find the weed, more importantly. So
you can smell it, dude.
Smell it. So
no, I'll check there.
Yeah, Styles immediately sees dollar signs in his new asset, Andre the Giant. I mean, Teen Wolf.
He's already scheming. The second he reveals his most vulnerable secret, asks for help, he's like, "Hold on, if we do this just right,
he's like, what was it? Elvis's promoter,
Colonel Tom Parker. Yeah. Is that right?
Dude.
I don't fucking know.
Here, where are these bell bottoms?
Yeah,
it'll make you cool.
And so, he immediately right after that scene, we get a really awkward scene between him and Boof. Scott comes home and Boof is playing
weird, right?
basketball with Scott's dad, Howard. And they're having fun, and that's not in and of itself necessarily that weird. It's a little weird. But then she's like, well, I guess I'm going to walk home. You walk me home, Scott? And he's like, actually, I don't want to. And Scott's dad is like, Scott? And gives him a wink and a nod. Scott's like, I don't like her like that, Dad.
Yeah. He's like, I don't like her like that, Dad. I'm glad they killed you in the longest yard.
You deserve to get impaled at the end of The Lost Boys.
You do get the nickname too. Styles, of course, immediately has the nickname of Teen Wolf, and he's branded this man, and he's ready to fucking rock and roll.
He immediately starts calling him TW.
Mm-hmm. I know, out of the gate, he's just like, you okay, babe?
Styles is a seller, and despite Boof's best when they're walking home, despite Boof's best attempts, they have a connection moment there, because obviously they grew up together, and they're like, remember when we ran away from home and nobody knew, and I didn't tell anybody, so they have a genuine connection, with each other, and. So, but he still can't tell her the secret because she's a girl, man. That's just flat out what it is. And that's not necessarily explored. But
and what you got to realize, these things talk.
These things do talk. I can't wait till we can finally cover Wolf of Wall Street. People are like, what the fuck are y'all quoting?
Yeah, so many, dude. I know. And so he still can't tell her, but that's just the way it is.
Can't tell him, Mitch.
You trust your boys.
Mitch. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's that sort of teenage bond that you should understand what I'm going through because you're a teenager too. I think.
But also, this is kind of a big fucking deal.
It's a big deal.
But he let his boy Styles know, who he should have known. As soon as you let your boy Styles know, cat's out of the bag. Homeboys.
It's about to be, but evidently he didn't even need to wait for Styles to spill the beans, which no one would have believed anyways, right?
Yeah.
Because the next scene is at yet another basketball game. This one seems to be taking place in the evening, and things are going as usual for the old Beacon Town Beavers.
Dude, they just can't catch a break.
Cannot catch a break. They
If it wasn't
absolutely
for
suck.
bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all.
Is this the one
Back
where
to you, Tom.
the coach is trying to forfeit the game?
That was the very first one.
Oh, that was the first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fine. We'll play if it's that important to you.
Yeah.
He was
the guy that was trying to quit to is Roger Predactor from Ace Ventura.
Yes. I noticed that too. When I heard his voice, like I had to take a long look to be like, holy shit, that is him. But he wanted to beat the traffic. But so in this one, you have a big pileup, which the referee is just apparently sitting on their whistle and letting the boys play.
He just wants that clock to keep winding, man. He is not fucking stopping.
It actually might have been my father.
Yeah, it's Leaf's dad being like, "You better swing, son." So that's what was going on.
He's like, "I got Wapner at 9. Come on, hurry the fuck up."
Definitely Wapner. Definitely. So he gets all fucking hulked up and he busts out as the as Teen Wolf.
And something happens that no one could have ever predicted. He transforms into the werewolf in front of everyone.
And he can fucking bawl. Immediately has
backcourt violation be damned.
Yeah, he's not there. Well, actually, they weren't over on the backcourt. They were on the right side. It's the 10-second violation. The ref just swallowed his whistle on this one.
Well, he hadn't been blowing it since the beginning of the game, dude.
He spent 3 fucking minutes with the ball under his shirt pretending to be pregnant.
Yeah, they do pull out some Globetrotter shit here, but he
funny.
He looks around. He's dribbling in between his legs like our Breakfast Club episode, like he's trying to get a scholarship.
That's how you know. That's how you know in 80s films when somebody can ball, dude. The dribble between their legs. How long did freaking Michael J. Fox have to practice that?
40 takes. It took 40 fucking takes.
That ain't him. Yeah, that ain't him as that werewolf. I'll tell you that straight up. But he dribbles down and he fucking dunks the basketball, and then he does pull like the fucking Bender shit, like he's spinning it on his hand. And I thought he was gonna do the fake pass to the ref like Bender, but he didn't. He
does a little bounce off his wrist thing.
Yeah. And then he steals the ball. That everybody's like, it's like on Walk Hard when he starts playing the song. He's like, walk hard. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Like the coach is like, there's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball.
Yeah.
This is part that had me cracking up because everyone just accepts it. They don't tear him apart like villagers would, in a small town. They wouldn't rip him apart for being different.
Well, he didn't throw the little girl into the pond after the flowers.
Yeah. Also,
like Gibbs.
God bless this fucking director, but I don't know who told the dude that fucking two-handed scoop shot was a good idea over and over and over again, but this is not a good idea.
It's the same fucking shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The montage, to Chris's point, the montage goes on a long time, as a lot of the montages do. They just add in the film.
Is this a fucking Randy Newman song?
The soundtrack is fucking horrible. The song selection in this is like horrible, even back then.
Well, I mean, strange things are happening to me.
It's just Randy Newman. It's all it is. They were like, "Can you write this?" They're like, "Hey, where's Frank from accounting? Can you just do a Randy Newman voice?"
I mean, they wrote the fucking script in like what 3 days or 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
So
30
they must have wrote these songs in like 20 minutes, right?
Dude, Frank from accounting, fucking, he usually plays open mic on Tuesdays, but this night he sat at home and wrote this Randy Newman hit.
It's such a good song, dude.
But
it's great.
Dude,
I loved it.
For some reason, also too, they're so terrible. But like, why are the hot people in the crowd? Like, why are the hot people going to see this? But anyway, you get them.
They were going to make out under the bleachers.
Yeah,
so they win the game.
Dude, it's just they win the game and they go off for pizza afterwards. And like, again, everyone just accepts that
weird,
he's a werewolf. Like, it's fine. Like, he's
you know
good
why?
at basketball.
Because fucking winning fixes everything, guys.
Mm-hmm. It does. And the enemy team had no problem fighting a meta-human.
Yeah,
on the court, dude.
All the other teams are like, we're going to have to get us a black guy or something.
Well, I mean, in fairness, he was more of a finesse werewolf, and he wasn't really a power through you werewolf. So maybe that's where they got it.
Right, it's the difference.
And you know what? That pizza looked good as hell, though.
Dude, it did, man. They set that pizza down beside him, and he also gets the hot chick. She's gonna sit down beside him too,
bro.
And he cracks into a beer with his fangs.
So Scott's life changes instantaneously the moment he wolfs out. Everyone accepts it. He uses superpowers to win the game, and he's instantly popular. Instantaneously, everybody loves him, and we get the Randy Newman montage. Strange things.
And you know what? And you know what? He looked cool as hell walking through school.
Got this feeling I just might score today.
He's strutting through the hall.
Everybody's loving him.
He's friends with everybody. He's interacting even with the black guy, breakdancing.
Dude, he's breakdancing. Dude, he's popping and locking, dude.
I didn't even go to that school.
Yeah, I know.
They just let him dance, man.
He was just there dealing.
Yeah.
He was the blunt connection.
And so into the montage, like, we see like Scott's getting everything he ever wanted, right? Like, this is the turnaround point in the coming of age. Like, he has something now that makes him unique and special, and everyone's just changed their mind about him. Before, when he wasn't even considered, suddenly now he's just the talk of the town. He's popular. Like, even his team loves him too. Like, they're like excited to win games.
Winning
finally.
fixes everything.
Absolute winners win.
Except for Lewis. Lewis, he's not buying into it.
Yeah, he's the first one. I think it's kind of like,
I kind of wish
that we got a little bit more of Lewis.
Well, yeah, like there should have been some kind of story arc there. But I was thinking it would have been cool if Lewis had been a werewolf also, but he was like keeping it secret.
I see what you're saying. That's too long for the 1 hour and 35.
No, I just feel like there was absolutely no character development for that character. You really only get two scenes with him that really fucking matter, and then he disappears, and you never. He's what the
I think
fuck?
you see him at the dance where he just sort of gives a like Scott like an off look, like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
but he's not like a character.
He isn't. He's
I wonder
just
if he
like
was
the
supposed to be
friend.
like his childhood friend or something. Like
he was in the group with Styles. And
when they were getting the beer and
right,
shit.
but I wonder if it was supposed to go a little deeper than that, because you get if something got cut.
It feels hollow.
So.
It feels like there's something missing there.
If you watch the whole story arc with him, he kind of he hangs out with Styles, but he doesn't really respect Styles. I think he actually looked up to Scott in a way, and I think that's why he starts to really like.
So, but I think too, like we were saying though, that it does feel like there was something in that movie that was filmed that was taken out because they were like, this is an hour and 30 minutes of pretending this is back in the future.
It's like they left out the vindication part of his story arc. Like
they did. Well, and it makes sense that he's sort of disgusted because like he's one of the only people or the first people that sees Scott's not being himself. He's being what he has to be popular. Mm-hmm. And again, we're back to the coming of age sort of narrative because he has this thing. He's just faking. He is obviously a werewolf, but he's using now the werewolf as his personality rather than just being what he always was, his normal self, right? Which obviously, leads to disaster, like in the film, and, sort of follows the overarching narrative of just be yourself. right?
Yeah.
Just be yourself. But
Every
right
80s
now,
movie ever.
every 80s movie ever, exactly. And so we're balls deep in that sort of narrative right now. And good old and of course,
speaking of balls deep,
the reason why this movie was actually made.
Oh, Pamela, what are you doing?
You are an animal.
So she's a theater kid. So, I mean, that's just one step above, the band geeks. And we all know what they get down to.
Flute in their dinghy.
Yeah, she's she might as well be a preacher's daughter.
Oh,
yeah. But she starts like stripping down in front of him
Coming on to
backstage
him.
or whatever, and he's like, "Well, what about Mick?" And she's like, "He only likes to do it missionary style. I want it doggy."
That's not.
She said it with her eyes.
Stop rewriting the film, Chadwick.
She said it with her eyes.
She did say it with her eyes.
You do get the cutaway, the fucking howl. Which means he has finally completed.
But one of the right
which means they got 30 minutes and a cold water hose to get them separated.
David said it. So Scott's gotten everything he wants, man. He's got fame, he's got popularity, he's got sports stardom, and now finally he's gotten the girl of his dreams. He is just getting it all, man. He has
Dude,
it all.
Which is funny too. Whenever we're like looking back at the girl of your dreams when you're like fucking 14, you're like, it's all you wanted. And you look back now and you're like, you fucking idiot.
You
Like,
stupid idiot. You stupid dumb idiot. God, dude.
That's all you want. It's all you're obsessed about is this one fucking girl.
Yeah.
You're like, dude.
Yeah.
And you're like, how
idiot.
stupid was I? I should have been thinking about how much money she had.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, man, if I could just wait 20 years, I could put her in such financial ruin she'd never be able to leave me.
And it worked out for you. And you did. You got that giraffe.
She'll never be able to get a loan by herself ever again.
Nope, there it is.
So
Well
we get
done, Chadwick.
So we get some more montages of him just being the werewolf, but slowly but surely, it starts to. There's cracks start to show in the fame and the fortune that he's attained. It shows him absolutely ball hogging on the court. And his teammates are just like, bro, like, I guess we're never going to get to play the game. And yeah, we're winning still, but you can see some animosity there and some jealousy, like starting to.
You had this shit in the
form.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air basketball episode too. People wanted Will Smith to pass the fucking ball a little bit. Carlton got jealous.
I forgot about that, dude. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is when the music was like, strange things.
Scott, he steals the ball from his own teammate, and then he's like, Kobe.
That guy freaking deserved it, though, because earlier that guy in the locker room was like,
You bozos better shape up out there. I can't do this all by myself.
So fuck that guy. I'm glad he stole the ball from that loser. That guy
He should've
deserved at least
threw
one.
him under the basket and dunked on his ass.
Yeah, I'd have pointed at him after I dunked with his ball that I stole from him. I mean, like, carry your weight, dude. Sorry, I hated that guy. That guy was a loser. But anyways, like, Scott's he's doing too much, man. Like, Booth is sort of disgusted with the way that he's behaving. You know, he's showboating. He's just a show off. All he cares about is fame and popularity. You know, their connection that they've had, that they've formed since the beginning, just means nothing to him, it seems, at this point in time.
Your tears mean nothing to me.
Yeah, and so it all sort of culminates when, as Shabak and Gibbs mentioned, Lewis stops hanging out completely with the group, even as Styles introduces the
I was gonna say,
Wolfmobile.
Everything falls apart. He no longer has any friends. Oh wait, there's Styles. He's not only is he his friend,
he's a good friend.
He is just completely branded everything to sell these T-shirts.
He's selling
moving
shirts.
fucking merch.
I saw you walking around with that Gibbs shirt last week. Stop doing like that.
Some stuffed wolves. Like, dude.
how can I get one of those T-shirts?
Dude, same.
You can buy those shirts. I'm looking at them right now. We need to sell our own version.
Dude,
I'm sure they have them on like TeePublic.
They're everywhere. Obviously, there's different.
Sponsor our podcast.
Yeah, please. But yeah, he's completely just fucking merched this bitch out. By the way, like, can we maybe get Styles to fucking help us? Like, Styles, come fucking merch us out. Like,
please, dude. This guy's a sleazy agent now with a comb over. Bro,
yeah, dude.
Bring him in, dude.
Sign me the fuck up, man.
And so
he turned into Campbell on Mad Men.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So even though that Scott's lost all of his friends, he's
gained a wolf mobile.
He's gained a wolf. He decides to hang out with Styles, and you know what? This is Scott's turn to surf the urban waves, man.
Yeah,
these waves are mine.
Watch the wide shots here. Obviously, it's stunt dude on the wide shots, but those backflips, like, I kept trying to look to see if it
was the same one over and over and over.
No, not that. But I was trying to look to see if like this was a connected. They're really going down the fucking road? Homeboy just throwing backflips, man. I don't think there were any effects on this. This was just to fucking make sure Terry's got 3 other guys in makeup lined up in case he breaks his fucking neck, because we got 21 days to get this one in the can, boys.
there had to been an Evel Knievel ambulance like following off screen for if the guy fell. There had to have been,
because like he could fall off to the side, off to the back. Like, dude, they're just eating shit if he misses that back
slipped
flip.
And what if he'd slid forward like and gone under the van, dude? Like, there's a billion
just said
ways
it was a dead dog and moved on.
No animals are harmed. My ass, bro.
Hopefully he's not chipped.
So while he's doing all of that nonsense, his Scott's dad catches him wolfed out and just making a fool of himself. So that night when Scott returns, his dad finally has the heart-to-heart that Scott should have listened to from the beginning. He tells a story, actually, about Vice Principal Thorne.
Yeah, again, a callback to another movie that Michael J. Fox was in, where the dad had an issue with the principal. Your dad was
a slacker.
Evidently, there was a dispute between him and the vice principal over a woman. And Scott's dad, Howard, wolfed out and made the principal defecate and piss himself simultaneously. That's in the movie.
Like, if you do, like, if somebody's like threatening to kick your ass or some shit, and like you piss and shit yourself, like, you don't come back from that.
Hey, Greg, why don't you go piss your pants again?
That was like 8 years ago, asshole.
People don't forget.
He tells Scott to get a handle on his powers. Man, he's just like, dude, you don't like after that moment, like I won the girl, but like that's not the way to go about it. Like, violence isn't the answer. Like this is
it dangerous. Delivered everything to me I wanted, but don't do what I did.
Yeah, definitely don't do it again later in the movie at all. Make sure you don't do that.
Results.
Yeah. But Scott's just like not having it, man. He's got everything you wanted. And so he takes this girl out on a date, like to a bowling alley, I guess, after they've banged. Mm-hmm. And this is that weird scene where, and you guys can clarify this for me.
Hey, that's my girl. Don't touch her again.
She's my day tonight, pal.
And once again, this guy's the bad guy, huh?
Yeah. Like, he has every right to be like, get off of my girl, because she's like leading him around too. Because she tells Marty that they're still like, that they are still boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's just the fling, I guess.
But if you're Mick, do you really want to go back to that?
Yeah. You see the other strength of that school.
Yeah, because you have low self-esteem deep down.
He needs some self-respect.
I mean,
honestly.
she's basically practiced bestiality at this point. I kind of feel bad for the horse.
I felt bad for the horse.
Listen, when you're in high school and that guy's like 33 and in high school, you'll take whatever pussy you get.
Listen, hey, no shit, that guy really was 27.
No joke. He has full like hair on his arms and legs on the basketball court. He looks like his own mini teen wolf, dude. But I want to ask,
he didn't have any bread.
Mick tries to get under Scott's skin by telling him this story about shooting his mom.
Your mama used to steal chickens out of the backyard until I blew her head off with a shotgun.
Yeah, this is like a dog joke, right? Or a wolf joke.
Yeah, like a wolf sneaking into the hen house or whatever.
So we don't really know what happened to like Scott's mom. Let's just get that out of the way,
and
right?
That's the reason that, like, I could see. I think maybe when I was a kid, I thought the same thing because they don't ever address like where his mom is.
Yeah, I thought Mick actually.
You don't know that his dad ripped her fucking throat out while they were in the throes of passion.
She was whoring around. His mom was whoring around and finally left. Like that's why he's attracted to this stupid whore that's like whoring around, and your thing is like, attracted to his mom.
His mom left his dad.
It's cyclical.
Yeah, his
revolutions.
His mom left his dad for a black lab down the street.
Was he bigger than me?
Mr. Salt. Yeah, Scott's actually starting to have reservations about being Teen Wolf. His dad's warning him, listen, this has gotten out of control. Scott can feels it, but he's just not quite ready to let it go. And so he asks Boof to the dance, knowing that Pamela's not going with him. She's going with her boyfriend.
Well, you see, the spring dance is coming up,
and I already told you I'm going to the dance with Mick.
Yeah,
what about us? We're Mick. Mick is my boyfriend, and I'm just
like, we have an open relationship.
I'm just dude. It's a weird cucky game, like cuck game. She's playing with her boyfriend.
She's like, we have an open relationship. I open my legs for whoever I want.
Yeah,
she's like, we're a throuple.
And we're painting her as a bad guy too. What's going on?
I never said that. Yeah, I never said that.
Yeah.
And so
she seems lovely, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Scott turns to his shiny silver medal booth and asks her to the dance, but she rejects him because she's like, listen, I want to go to the dance with Scott, not popular Teen Wolf. And Scott's just like not ready to let it go, man. He's just like, nah, I can't do that, like, but we could, can we still dance with me? And she's like, yeah. So cut to the scene of him getting ready for the dance. He's going solo.
He looks fly as fuck. I'm not going to lie.
He looks good as hell, dude. Just like Shaq was saying like earlier. He looks so cool. Hell, shut up. This is 1985. Shut up.
He looks like nowadays he would be a barista.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd have a wolf man bun.
Yeah,
I like it.
So he gets to the dance, man, and he's the life of the party, of course, dude. Everybody wants to like the show stops when he like walks in, man, and he's dancing and everybody's giving him attention. Even Boof, who refused to go to the dance with him, is into it, man, because she's the life of the party. They're forcing her to dance with him, and the only person who's mad is Michael Jackson when Scott does the shitty version of the Thriller dance.
Oh, it's so bad, man.
Michael Jackson threw his Coke in his private theater against like the screen, dude.
It was a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He threw a Pepsi and he's like, one day I'm going to be Professor X.
That's ignorant.
Yeah, it's ignorant,
Captain
man.
EO, please.
Somebody on that set had to have said, you guys know how fucking stupid this looks, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had to.
I think they're just
collecting they did, and they're like, didn't you see the basketball scenes? We don't care.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we filmed that in 3 seconds.
Yeah, and this is again yet another 80s scene of a party and like the dance, and everybody's having a good time except for Pamela's boyfriend, which made I laughed so hard I nearly had to pause the damn movie because he's not dancing. Like Mick is not doing anything. He's just mean mugging Scott the entire time. He's just standing there, and every time it cuts back to him, he's just like angrier, and he's. And he's about to start some shit, which he does. He finally has enough of Teen Wolf's popularity, and he runs up and he sucker punches Scott in the face. And at this point in time, Boof has convinced Scott to transform back into normal Scott, dude.
Yeah,
like he's finally sort of kind of accepting the fact that Scott's
and then he gets
being
fucking
Scott's okay.
jacked. Yeah,
well, I mean, Mick has to be mad. He's like, that girl's pussy was pristine, and now you have wore it out to just a gaping God.
Well, he should have put it on a pedestal. That's mixed problem.
It was Pussalaya.
Coming of age.
Oh, well, that's
There's another
it.
tight hole.
Put it
you
on a
can try to fit
pedestal.
it in.
There's a
Back door.
Star
open.
Wars.
Yeah.
There's another. Dude.
Man, so he gets knocked down, but of course the vice principal out for him. He's gonna fucking expel him. And
Dude, yeah, man.
And it's one of those where Scott's dad luckily apparently just fucking hovers over teenage high school dances, and he's there to save the day again.
He's there to save the day, breaking his rule.
Yeah,
about
going right
being-
against what he just fucking told us.
What he just said.
His fucking Wolfie sense was going off. Like,
yeah,
it's like there's nothing going on with my kid. I gotta go protect him.
That's exactly it, though. See, again, there from the perspective of the father, he's protecting his son because Vice Principal Skinner has it out for
he's
Scott,
Principal
dude.
Leaf.
I really do like the way his dad walks up and he's like, "Go on home, son."
Yeah,
yeah.
And he's just like calm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I told you guys before about that kid that was like picking on me.
Yes,
on the school bus. My dad was like, "I will fuck you up."
We have incriminating evidence on another episode. Yes,
that's good. But Scott's dad Howard does threaten Vice Principal Thorne, and he does urinate himself yet again, even after Howard told his son.
Yeah.
It's always funny. Yeah, even after he told his son that violence isn't the way, violence is indeed oftentimes the way. And that's what I learned from this film. But
Matt is right.
But Scott, however, has had a change of heart. He realizes that turning into the wolf with his altercation with Mitch, is a dangerous thing. 'Cause he has powers. He has superpowers. He could hurt and kill even, and he can't turn into the wolf out of rage. That's just not the way. And so he's completely.
But luckily he fucking decides to do that after I dropped fucking $100 on them in this goddamn championship game. I didn't know Scott was gonna fucking pull out of this. I had them fucking minus 12. Do you know how pissed I was? Like, Jesus Christ.
Dude.
But and much like Stone Cold at WWE Raw shows up an hour into the goddamn show, it seems like, which is somehow allowed in wrestling. Like, why are we allowing these guys to just show up in the middle of the show? But that's what he does. They're already getting their ass kicked.
Well, that's is that not every 80s and 90s sports movie?
100%. Yeah.
I mean,
the Bourbon Bowl.
Shane Falco.
Waterboy.
Bobby Boucher.
So despite Scott swearing off basketball, quitting the team, and realizing he's just going to be Scott, he does, the game continues forward, but he does show up at sort of like the 11th hour
and
to
everybody's
save the day. But
they're down 20, I think.
They're down some points, but under one condition, he plays the game as Scott and not his team wolf.
Another problem I have with this fucking movie is there's never that montage that shows the rest of the team, playing together and learning to play as a team.
Yeah,
they still fucking suck. At no point did they stop fucking sucking. In fact, they have even less practice because they really haven't been participating in the games.
Yeah.
And so, them being like, we can do this, we can beat them. Whenever he says we can beat them, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't beat them.
And I'll tell you in this, the chest passes are fucking bad. The dribbling is fucking bad.
Apparently this entire fucking game took place at the free throw line.
Dude, yeah, the fucking rim is bad.
But Chubbs has wheels. I think he can win this thing.
Dude, his shot, when he shoots it, it fucking gives me cancer.
Chubbs.
Yes.
Oh
God.
yeah, that fucking line drive.
Oh my God! When they show him shoot the ball, I was like, I fucking quit. Like,
what about the hook shot he does? He's got 4 chins. He's like, like throwing it up, and it just like cuts, and it's like
he's like, I know you are, but what am I? And it goes in, but like,
he was just like,
you'll be sorry, Pee Wee Herman.
he was just getting geared for it, man. He just had to work his way up to it. But anyway, they're making the comeback again. This is some of the most horrendous movie basketball I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who the sports coordinator was on set, but he should be dragged out to the street and shot.
And to Kips's point, it's absolutely ridiculous because yes, they've not been practicing together. They haven't been playing together. It's just, you got to believe in the power of friendship, dude. This is anime. Like the power of friendship and God carries.
They could
the team.
have, like, whenever they're showing him hanging out with the new people, they could have been showing the rest of the team practicing and working
100%.
together to become better. That it would have taken 30 fucking seconds of screen time.
Because this is like, I mean, more or less, this is a basketball movie when you break it down to it. Like most of the scenes seem to revolve around basketball.
Dude,
but
this scene goes on for so long to pad the movie. Gibbs is 100% right. They could have filmed the team practicing.
This goes on forever, and then you do have the full circle moment of he gets fouled and he's going, which by the way, that was a weak ass foul. Like, I don't know, from the ref, I'm swallowing my whistle on that one. This game's over, but the ref doesn't, and he calls a foul. They're down one, so he's got to sink 2 free throws on this crooked ass rim, which is a feat within itself. And like at the beginning of the movie, he missed him. So with his jump shot from the free throw line, which I do believe is a lane violation when he lands before the ball touches the rim, he does sink both baskets and they win the game. So if Chris was a referee in this town, he would have been also drug out to the street and shot. So
next to Teen Wolf, dude.
Teen Wolf. But yeah, so he wins the game on the free throw. Everybody's happy and sweaty and gross, and the referees walk out with a bag, I assume, after that last foul call. Jesus.
And somebody in the stands up with their fucking pants undone.
That's true. Brain. Yep. Apparently somebody said that it was just a wardrobe malfunction. There is no brain in it, but the dude's zipping up his pants.
I don't know.
Sure.
I saw. Okay, so I had to rewind again. I still think I saw something fleshy hanging out that fucking pie, man. And I've heard people that were involved in the movie kind of come up with excuses and stuff, but I've never seen anything definitive on it. Yeah. And because it's just a fun story for me, I'm gonna choose to believe that's a fucking dick.
You let us know. Beacon, let's rewind. Fleshy patch or not? Like, let's settle this.
I watched it on high definition television on Amazon, and I rewound it a couple of times with my wife sitting next to me, and I'm sitting there like, that's a dick.
Just paused it, and then I'm right up on my HD TV, just as fucking close as I can get.
But you know what? I generally don't
like Frank.
Yeah.
I generally don't go for the conspiracy theories and the urban legends and the rumors and stuff like that. But this is a fun one for me.
Yeah, I'm
anything having involved with dick is great.
100%.
So I'll believe it even if they prove me wrong.
Triumph, dude, veiny bastard.
Absolutely, man. Leaf put a bow on this one, man. They win.
So they win,
Sweaty celebration.
The sweaty celebration happens, and
crappy
of course,
music.
Scott realizes that being himself is indeed the way to go. Right? That this coming of age story puts a bow on the entire thing. Yeah, you could be what everybody wants you to be. Everybody wants to see the wild, crazy teen wolf in all of us, but the truth is, Scott is who he really is, and being that in the end is what mattered, and it's what carried the day. And as he's winning the game, the slutty clout chasing Pamela runs up to him as always to try to get a piece of that action now that he's popular again. And he's being hoisted on his teammates' shoulders, along with Chubbs, by the way, for some reason, because he made 3 hook shots or whatever.
Pretty tall order. God, no.
Yeah, that would crack.
Killed
backs.
16 people with how bad his shot was.
Yes. And so Scott runs past Pamela, sort of pushes back, away from her, much to her chagrin. and he,
but he's using his wolf sense of smell there. He's like, that shit has gone bad. It's turned.
She's like, she like walks by and she's like, whatever, you've got Hep C now.
Oh no! You're not Wolverine. Can't heal that.
He's like, well, I guess Boof's about to have it.
Oh, poor Boof! No, and he embraces. He embraces Boof, unfortunately for Boof, who has no idea what has happened previously.
He takes her under the bleachers, bends her over, and jams in her Boof.
Yes, and that's how the movie ends. Shadow put a nice bow on.
And then a guy hangs brain behind him. The end. Dude.
This is gonna be like my thing going forward. I'm gonna just wish this for every movie that ever exists, but. When this movie ended, it would have been great if there was a title card that said "The world ended an hour later."
Yeah,
and that'll work for any fucking movie. It's just like the world ended, like American Pie. It goes to the credits. It's like the world ended.
It works every time, dude.
Well, it's just like Ted. It's like. And it proves no one gives a shit about anything.
Yeah, 100%, man. So, all right, guys, as we always will end this. From Teen Wolf, what is your favorite line? I'll start off, and it's actually a scene here, and it's with Styles, and he's pulling up in his car, and he's like,
Boof, how the hell are you?
Say no.
No.
Great talking to you. Wait a minute, are you going to tell me you're a fag? I mean, if you're going to tell me you're a fag, I don't think I can handle it.
We knew it was getting in there somehow.
All right. But seriously, there are 3 rules I live by.
Never get less than 12 hours sleep. Never play cards with a guy who's got the same first name as a city. And never go near a lady who's got a tattoo of a dagger on her body.
Now you stick to that, and everything else is cream cheese.
Sage-like advice.
Jeez, Leaf, what do you got, man?
Bro, I got to do it for the fans, man.
Yeah.
Give me a keg of beer.
With the eyes, dude. Every time, man. Every time.
Bring us home.
Don't know if it counts since it wasn't spoken aloud, but what are you looking at, Dick Nose?
It does count, and we'll put your voice over the shirt. So, as always, man, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Next week, man, we're hitting 40-Year-Old Virgin up, so stick around for that one. That one's going to be probably a 4 or 5 hour of us just quoting the entire movie. But anyway, again, thanks for joining us. And with that, we'll take it over to our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings. Men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates.